Hey everyone, Kenny Tony coming at you today. We got a quick video for you. So what we're going to be doing is walking over to Big Blue, taking a look at one of these projects that I picked up for one of my buddies. So what I have is his YZ250F. I'm not 100% sure what year it is yet, but we're going to figure that out once we check the van and all that. And the reason I checked the van of one of my buddy's things is not because I think it's stolen, but I'm going to check the van to look at the 10th digit to see what year it is, just in case I need to order some parts to figure out some parts, or I need to just, check out some part numbers to make sure everything's interchangeable, just in case I run into issues. So what we have here, Big Blue has my buddy's YZ250F sitting in the back, and we're going to flip the camera around and talk about it. All right, YZ250F looking all good in there. I'm going to do a little bit of work to it, get it cleaned up, figure out what we got going here. But so far, getting it from him, as you see, there is no top end on it. He took the top end off, having some issues, I think, between compression and getting it started in general, but we're going to see what we can do. I guess he's seen the videos of the YZ250F that we've already completed and got rid of, so we're going to get this cover off, make sure we get the timing chain good. Going to clean the carburetor out, making sure none of the jets and things are plugged up. We do have in the back of the truck some of the parts that come along with it. So we have the head, valve cover, all the bolts, intake 3. I'm so glad he did that. Where the intake and where the exhaust cams and their shims were located. Looks like we have cams down in there. See that he does have a YZ250 piston. Let's see the box. So we're going to have some fun with this. Look like we have all the plastics here. But we're going to go ahead in a little bit, get this out of the truck. Got my tailgate extender on here. We'll get this out of the truck and actually have it out and see what it looks like. Alright, so we went ahead and got it out of the back of the truck. And I have all the parts that he gave me sitting out. So we're going to just take a quick little walk around of what we see, what we feel we're going to need. And basically, I'm going to kind of put this away, and it's going to be a little project that I'm going to do a little bit later on, because I still have the blaster that I'm trying to get closed up. I have like 2 more parts that I have to get done with it. And I also have the RMZ 250 completely torn apart. And what I don't want is 2 bikes in the same area and end up having my parts all mixed up and being all confusing about it. So let's take a quick walk around about this, and we'll see what we're going to have to be getting. All right, YZ250F. Take a look at the frame here. Somewhere on the frame usually they'll have the VIN number. And it is here, but it's painted. But we can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like it's 2, so it's 2002. 2002 YZ250F. And what we're going to do basically is figure out what we got to work with. So he gave us the carb all hooked onto it and everything, so I don't think this is going to be a problem. It looks just like the other carbs that I've dealt with, and it's the same thing pretty much that is on the RM, and that was on my YZ. Got my holes plugged in pretty good, which is fine. Piston, very minimal movement in the, no up and down at all in the crank, just a slightly move side to side here. So the crank should be good. We're gonna get these cases taken off, sandblast it. We're gonna powder coat those for him. We're gonna powder coat these right here for him, make it look a lot better. We're gonna powder coat probably foot levers, brake, heat shield, or that shield there. He's got a darker theme going on with this. The wheels have been painted. I'm going to see if I can do anything to get some of that black beat up paint off. I mean, leave the paint on there, but maybe just have the lip back silver. Powder coat this case over here. See if I can find a chain protector for him. So what we're going to do is, once we get all the parts together, we're going to get this thing reassembled So we got the head, and I stated he's numbered all of his parts and everything. We got the head and everything, and once we get it all back together, we're going to see if we have compression, and then we're going to go chasing and see if we have spark. If we have those two things, then we're down the road and see if I can get it to fire, at least with starter fluid, and then play with the jetting. It doesn't look like we're going to put any kind of crazy performance parts in it, so we're going to see what the stock jetting is and kind of start there. Overall, I'm hoping end of this month we can get something rolling here with this. But like I said, we have all the plastics. We have a, looks like a oversized tank seat. The filter looks new. In rolling it, I didn't feel any play, anything back in his rear end. The shock didn't make any kind of noise clunking and banging down in there. But the front wheel bearing probably does need a replaced. I mean, I have a little play in it, if you can see right here. But I'm not sure if that's just loose. So I'm going to attempt to tighten it up. See if it doesn't tighten up and take that play out, we're going to put a new wheel bearing in for them. But this is going to be one of our new projects. Alright everyone, you know how I go. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. If you think this is going to be an interesting build, let me know. It's going to be, like I said, giving back to my friend here once I get it done. And I don't really play around, so I'll get it moving shortly, quickly. But for right now, as I stated, I'm not going to really do anything. I'm just going to kind of park it, close it up, and we're going to deal with the RM. Here's a brief picture of the RM. So if you're concerned or want to take a look at its progress, here we go. Here's the RM motor. And as I stated, it's a brief. Still got to build the top end. I have my gaskets in the mail. I'm waiting on one of my valve clips. These little things here, I'm missing one of those. Waiting on one of the valve clips, and I'm going to get this thing back up and do the same, see if I have any compression. And here's the machine. I'm going to clean the frame up really good. I did do fork seal cleaning, so it wasn't anything crazy, but this is going to be brief about this, and we're going to just get back to the YZ.